Robert Reyes and welcome to the Class News, bringing in the eye of the news for today. Learner diversity, focus on gender, needs, strengths, interests, experience, language, race, culture, religion, socioeconomic status, difficult circumstances, and indigenous people. So let us hear an observation report of Mr. Kenny Hichanova. Hello, Mr. Kenny. What is the latest update there?
Thank you so much, Mr. Reyes. So, based on the observation report, there are 23 students in total of the grade 6 special science class, 6 boys and 17 girls with age ranges from 12 to 14. The class is divided with mixed religion, the Roman Catholic and the Baptist. So during the class, the learners are having great extent of interaction with their classmates than their teacher, because they are having fun of playing with one another. Based on our observation, learners seated at the back and front of the class have the same behavior and interaction. They are both active and participated well in the class discussion. Learners are not competing with each other. Instead, they are helping and sharing their ideas with one another. They are having peer collaboration. Learners who excel in class is participating actively, and the learner with having a hard time to cope up with the lesson is asking for help sometimes. Some of the learners volunteer to help their classmates so that they can get the correct answers. They have a strategy of calling a friend for help in recitation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kenny. So how was your interview with a teacher about her teaching experiences?
So as we interview with the teacher, she struggled a lot with her students during difficult times because she cannot able to manage them well, but she thanked God always for giving her strength to surpass these circumstances. Her strategy in coping up with this is she asked the students individually what is going on. About the LGBT and socio-economic status, her strategy is giving a role-playing activity, and after that, they will have a reflection on what lesson they have learned about their performance. So back to you, Mr. Reyes.
So how does the teacher influence the class interaction, considering the individual's difference in the
Teacher
student?
has good personality and humor to have active participation and action in the class. Having a great interaction is essential in learning process of the students considering their individual differences.
So what are the strategies does the teacher use to maximize the benefits of diversity in the classroom? And how does the teacher leverage diversity?
The teacher has a fair treatment to everyone and always has group work activities so that the learners can interact with each other. The teacher acts as facilitator and encourage good conversation and friendly debate between students with diverse knowledge or opinion. So back to you, Mr. Reyes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kenny, for a comprehensive report about teachers' experiences. Let us hear another report with Miss Jillian about learners' differences with giftedness, disabilities, and talents. So, Miss Jillian, can you describe the differences in ability levels of the students in class? And what practices or strategies are done or should be done to differentiate instruction to meet the needs of the learners?
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. So the class is composed of diverse and unique students with different level of abilities. Their needs and performances vary from their knowledge and skills. Some are fast learners and some are slow learners. Because of this, the teacher used some strategies to suffice the students' needs. One of these is using differentiated strategies wherein students can perform the activities differently based on their needs and abilities. The teacher used these kinds of strategy to cater all students with different level of knowledge in the class.
So how about the method used by the teacher in handling the student differences in abilities? How did the student respond to the teacher? Did the teacher use differentiated
So
instruction?
again, thank you, Mr. Reyes. So the teacher used different strategies in delivering the lesson. Sometimes he used videos, storytelling, textbook, visual aids, and PowerPoint as a means of delivering his lesson. The teacher considers the level of intelligence of his students, whether they are visual, linguistic, kinesthetic, or spatial learning. The teacher also allows the student to collaborate with their peers in order for them to gain knowledge. So that's all, Mr. Reyes. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jillian, for that informative report about learners' differences among with disabilities, talents, and giftedness. At this point, observing the school experiences of learners who belong to indigenous group will be reported to us by Ms. Minette Cervantes. Assigned to the indigenous people, what are the new things did you learn about them?
Thank you so much, Mr. Reyes. As I observe the indigenous people, the new things I learned from indigenous people are they are not ashamed of the tradition and culture that they have. So students are taught well on how to respect others, on how to use technology during their classes, and they give more value on farming, which we have a lesson focuses there. Because for them, this is the most important among all since everybody can benefit.
So what did you appreciate most from your experience in visiting the school with indigenous learners?
I appreciate the efforts and dedication of the teacher to help their students learn and discover new things. Students are being taught on how to value and respect one another, most especially their own culture and belief.
So now, let us hear another news report to Ms. Doria about learners' community and home environment. So Ms. Doria, what are the latest news update in your community?
Thank you so much, Mr. Reyes. In our community, one teacher conducted an interview to one of the parents of the learners regarding the learner's physical, social, emotional, moral, and cognitive aspect.
So relating to your data, with what you've learned from child development, so what family factors you think will contribute to the development and overall adjustment of a learners in school?
The family factor that can contribute to the development and overall adjustment of the learner in school is parent support, as they guide their child in engaging some activities in school that is not practiced well at home.
So thank you, Ms. Doria. So how can the teacher partner with the community to contribute to the development and learning of the students? Who are the people or which institution can the teacher tap to seek advice regarding to the development and learning of the students?
In a way, teacher collaborate with other organizations or government facilities, those who are in local government units or even our barangay and city councils.
He's back.
Hindi lang siya ang excited to be back in school,
Bye-bye.
pati germs. That's why I switched to Safeguard. Unlike ordinary soaps, Safeguard provides up to 24-hour protection against back-to-school germs. Pabaong proteksyon sa buhay. Safeguard.
And now, we are back on our last news report based on managing time, space, and learning resources. So this time, let us visit Ms. Gwyneth for the observation report. Hello, Ms. Gwyneth.
Hello, Mrs. Reyes. So learners in grade 6 FACS are very polite and they are respectful. They are aware that in every action that they will do, there is a consequences. So the age range that they have from 11 to 12 years old. So there are 14 boys and 20 girls in one classroom. Yes, they can manage their own behavior because they are becoming a young teenager. So learners in grade 6 can work independently but in a simple task only. So their attention span was short. After this, it's time to refocus unless the activity is highly engaging.
So, Miss Gwyneth, what are the daily routines done by the resource teacher?
The daily routines of teacher was very enthusiastic for her learners. First of all, she opened her TV and connected it on her laptop. And then, she will instruct her students to stand and have some Zumba class. And after that, they will sing Lupang Hinirang, recite the vision and mission of DepEd, as well as the mission of their school. And lastly, they will recite also the Panatang Makabayan and Panunumpa sa Watawat.
Thank you so much, Miss Gwyneth. And now, let us proceed in identifying the different aspects of classroom management to be reported by Justin Perez. Hello, Mr. Perez.
Hello, Mr. Reyes. Thank you. In specific areas in the classroom setup has a blackboard in the front and a teacher's table in the back. The teaching aids are in the corner. This makes them feel safe and organized. Also, they will be comfortable where they can move freely with space. Second, in classroom rules, the classroom rules are established and properly followed. The classroom rules help the learners to be disciplined and responsible inside the classroom. Third, classroom procedures. The procedures inside the classroom are thoroughly presented and practiced. These enable learners to be comfortable. Fourth is daily routines. The daily routines are set and practiced properly. These help the learners to be consistent in daily activity. It encourages students to take responsibility in the classroom. Seating arrangement. The seating arrangement is well and implemented. This enables learners to be focused in class and friendly with their seatmates. Handling misbehavior of task behavior. The teacher handles the misbehavior of the learners and calmly. It motivates and encourages learners to behave properly inside the class.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. So, how did the classroom organization and routines affect the learner's behavior?
Establishing and maintaining classroom organization and routines is essential to learners' behavior. Classroom organization and routines enable learners to be organized, responsible, confident, and well-behaved, and builds good relationship inside the classroom. The learners will feel safe and comfortable with their learning spaces, which enable them to participate and to do well in class. That's all, Mr. Reyes. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Perez. So that was the news of truth and accuracy about learners' diversity and learning environment from the TESS News reporters. We are hoping everyone is in good condition and also you have a great day ahead. This is TESS News.